Hi, it's Nick with the Run Testers, and this is our first run review of the Reebok Floatride Energy 4. So the Floatride Energy 4 is a beloved shoe of runners who like to look out for bargains, and the price is really the key kind of stat in this shoe because it's £75 in the UK or $110 in the US. Now the US price is a $10 rise on last year, but the UK price has stayed the same, and it's really, exceptional value for what is a very reliable kind of daily trainer. Shoe has a 9mm drop from heel to toe, and the new version is a fair bit lighter than last year's. So this is UK size 9 and it weighs 250 grams or 8.8 ounces, whereas last year I used a UK 8.5, so a slightly smaller shoe, and that was 268 grams or 9.4 ounces. So yeah, it's a considerable weight loss with the new version, and that's really all down to the redesigned upper. This is a Reebok Speed Shift material as opposed to the kind of classic mesh you got on the Reebok Floatride Energy 3. It's thinner, but it's sleeker, but it seems to hold the foot better, actually, in my experience. It's just a really good upper update. I'll say that as someone who's not normally that excited about upper updates. This is a really good one. There's a lot less padding on the tongue, so obviously they've saved a fair bit of weight there. And it looks like I've just kind of cut back some material whilst actually improving the hold of the shoe all round. There's a slightly reinforced section on the back here. It's kind of around the heel, a little bit of heel cushion, and then the kind of new Reebok logo stitched on at the back there, which is very nice. And then coming on to the midsole, this is Reebok's Floatride Energy foam. It's not the softest foam in the world, but it's also not very harsh or anything like that. It's a comfortable foam. It's got a little bit of bounce to it, but it provides basically a very reliable ride with a bit of pop, so it makes it quite a versatile shoe all round. Outsole is made from carbon rubber. This is exactly the same as the outsole from last year as far as I can tell. Looks like you've got kind of almost like little mini kind of pill-shaped lugs across the shoe. The previous version held up really well for me in terms of durability and gripped well in a good range of conditions, so I'd expect exactly the same from the new version since it looks identical. So before I kind of called in my sample of the Floatride Energy 4, I tried on the Floatride Energy 3 and it fit perfectly in what I assumed was my normal size, which is a UK size 9. So that's what I got for this. But actually last year, I remembered later, I had to test a UK 8.5 just because of what samples were available, and that fit perfectly, and I think that would have fit perfectly with the new shoe. It's just a little bit too long in the toe box. Like I said, I think the hold and the fit around the midfoot and heel is better in the new shoe compared to the Floatride Energy 3, even in a larger shoe for me. But yeah, I do have a bit too much room up in the toe box. I'm kind of a small UK 9, I'll probably say that, but if you're someone who does tend to fall in between sizes and has a narrow foot like me, that I probably would go for the smaller half size, just so you don't end up with too much room at the front there. So just about to head out for the first ride in the Reebok Floatride Energy 4. This is a bit of a surprise. The shoe literally just came through my door as I was about to head out for my run, so I swapped out of the Velocity Nitro 2 into these. I'm going to be doing an easy to steady hour and some strides today, so I'll just start off running nice and gently on feel, and then kind of in the second half of the run move through the gears a little bit, running to heart rate, probably finishing somewhere around kind of 340 a K at the end, and then a few strides. So should probably be about 16K in total. Should be a good test of the shoes, and I'm looking forward to getting out of them. So just running on now about 8K in. Ticking along nicely. It's been enjoying the shoe so far. Coming from the Puma Velocity Nitro, it's notably a little bit firmer, but it's got a very nice little turnover, I have to say. Up hills in particular, I've noticed that it really rolls through the foot strike nicely. It gets moving. So at the moment I'm just ticking along around 4K, 402 for that last K, and then I will speed up in a few K and roll home and do some strides. But yeah, I've enjoyed it so far. Oh, it's just back now. Yeah, really enjoyed the run today. It was a nice run, went through the gears quite nicely. Did kind of 15K dead in the hour, speeding along quite nicely at the end there. And yeah, I was really impressed by the shoe. They definitely feel nimbler and like a little bit like kind of faster in their turnover than the previous edition, which I don't remember feeling like that. I know they're a bit lighter, but I didn't think they'd made such big changes to the shoe. And yeah, I don't know, maybe it's just the really nice colorway that's making them feel a bit nimbler and agile. But yeah, they're really good today. again, it's fantastic value. That's kind of one of my most, one of my standard training runs I do every week, the day before a session. And, I've done it in so many different kinds of shoes. And these feel, just great, just as good as anything, really. And, they're coming in a lot cheaper than many of the options out there. And it's nice that they're lighter, and it's certainly, they do feel a bit like kind of nimbler on the foot, like I say. So there's a lot going for them in terms of kind of value and versatility. I think that they're, like I say, they're not quite as soft as Velocity Nitro, which I've been using recently, but not hard or uncomfortable or anything. It's just a slightly different feel to the ride, but they do have, a good turnover. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to go and freshen up, and then we'll do a kind of little early verdict and compare them to a few other shoes. But yeah, really nice big tick on the first run in the Floatride Energy 4. Yeah, really pleased they came in time for me to use them today for that run. So it's amazing how much of a difference a new upper can make. To me in the run, I really felt like the ride of the shoe was different, and everything like that. I hadn't really looked into the shoe at all then, but actually the whole shoe felt different underfoot, even though it's really only the upper that's been updated. It feels much nimbler, more agile, and quicker in how it turns over, even though, it's just upper. There really shouldn't be that much of a change underfoot with the same midsole and outsole. But the shoe, certainly felt better to me at those higher speeds. I think just the reduced weight always helps on that kind of versatility front. It's not like the previous shoe was a heavy shoe, but I just found it just didn't turn over in quite the same way on the runs. I enjoyed using it, and it was a pretty versatile shoe, but this seems, an improvement all round, all thanks to that improved upper. And it's certainly still true to say that this is one of the kind of the best value running shoes out there. £75 in the UK is just a fantastic price, and it's also usually available with codes or even in sales, and you're getting a durable, versatile, and now fantastic looking daily trainer. Also, I think the upper upgrade extends the design as well. It's a really good looking shoe. Yeah, it's got a slightly firmer feel than many options, but that will be a plus to some people, and I didn't find it a negative today at all across that kind of 15, 16k run. It was a comfortable shoe. Really doesn't feel different or worse than a lot of those shoes in the 130, 150 pound bracket, and I actually are better than many of them. So you're getting great value here for sure, and just a generally improved shoe. Like I said, at the moment I am testing out the Puma Velocity Nitro 2 at the same time, which is another fantastic value shoe. That is a little bit more expensive at £100 or $120, but it's got a slightly softer ride. It's got a better foam in the midsole. I do think the Puma's Nitro foam is a little bit kind of bouncier, more responsive, should make the shoe a little bit more useful for kind of a variety of training, even though it does come in a little bit heavier than the Floatride Energy 4. So we're going to keep testing. I am going to keep testing both those shoes, obviously, and we'll do a full versus on those two, because at the moment they're kind of shaping up in my book anyway to be the two best value daily trainers out there from any brand. So yeah, early days, just one run, do a lot more testing, but it's a big thumbs up on the kind of changes to the Reebok Floatride Energy 4. The shoe I already liked, and the upper has been improved, and now it looks like this, which is lovely. That's it, guys. That's our quick first run take on the Floatride Energy 4. We'll be back for the full review as soon as we can. Please let us know what you think in the comments of this shoe. Is this your favourite kind of go-to value trainer? Please like, subscribe, ring the little bell. We've got so much shoe stuff coming your way in the near future. So yeah, please do ring the bell so you get told when we do it, basically. Anyway, we'll see you next time.